You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AFTERBUZZ TV's Devious Maids After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Devious Maids After Show.
Talk dirty to me. Talk dirty to me.
Hello, hello, Devious Maid fans out there. We are Season 2, Episode 4, Crimes of the Heart. I'm your host, Candice Buenrostro, and I have my two lovely ladies joining me.
Francesca Dugan.
Hey guys, it's Laila Sadny.
Okay, so this episode...
It was so good.
Oh my god, but Alejandro, I really thought he was gonna pull through. A little pour some out for Alejandro.
He's gone.
I know.
He's gone. Gone.
Maybe they'll bring him. He'll come back like like a twin brother or something. Okay, so let's get right into it. Genevieve, I love her pretty much.
She's your idol, I know.
Yeah, I love her. So Zoila thought, poor Zoila, Genevieve dolled her up thinking, Pablo's going to come back and, want to, woo her. And it wasn't the case.
Yeah, I mean, she had the cleavage going, the heels, the dress, and she's thinking they're going to go together to the party. And then you find out he's bringing a coworker that he's already dating.
Yeah, he was hooking up with her before.
Exactly. That's a bunch of BS.
Shady.
I'm glad she threw her chancla at him.
Yeah, I was like when she was pulling out her push-ups, I was like, throw it, and she threw a shoe, which was better.
Everyone throws a cutlet at somebody's head, girls.
He's like, are you going to throw any more body parts
Guilty.
at me?
Yeah. Actually, well.
You don't need cutlets.
A chancla. I've thrown chanclas many times.
Anyways. Yeah. What did you think about that?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Okay. It's funny. At first, I got excited that, oh my God, Pablo kind of is coming around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But no, I wasn't expecting him to already have moved on to.
He moved on before.
Well, yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was hooking up with Helen. Helen. Ugh.
Oh, Helen.
Ugh. But how much do you love when the flower delivery guy, he was like, oh, I own my own shop, and it was kind of a setup, but you know what? It worked, and I mean, if my friend was going through that, I would hire her a gigolo too.
Yeah, why not?
For you, Laila.
Right, thanks,
100%.
Candice. Thanks. I'll remember that.
I got you. You too, girl. But I understand she was a little upset, but at the end of the day, it worked. Pablo was jealous. He thought she had this hot young arm candy.
She was just trying to do something nice for her friend, and when you're going through something like that, especially, it's nice to have a guy hit on you and be asked out, and it's. I don't know.
Did you guys think it was planned at first?
Yes.
I was kind of like maybe, but I was like maybe it's just her lucky day.
I thought it was her lucky day.
It was too quick. It was too like, oh, so you want to go out? I don't know. I thought it was set up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like how when Pablo was at the party talking to, the cousin or whatever, it's like, oh, she's so devastated.
She walks in.
So,
hey.
We'll get to that part later. But I want to talk about Evelyn and Tony. Evelyn and Tony hooking up, and poor Adrian. I just love Adrian. I just want to let you know that. Please come on our show. I love you.
He's starting to tweet now. Rebecca Wasaki, who was called in last week, she got him to start tweeting, and she said on Twitter that she bribed him with cheese.
Hey, that's all it said. We got cheese here, so cheese and wine. So yeah, that's right. You guys live tweeted last night with the cast. How was that?
It was pretty cool.
Susan retweeted my tweet, and it made my night. Thank you, Susan. We love you here.
That's awesome. That's a fun thing to do. I like that they do that. They're kind of very interactive with their fans, and it's just great.
Yeah, it just helps, you know, it's nice just to interact with the fans, and they want to know so much, and it's just fairly intriguing, and they kind of want to, you know, every fan, I think they want to be one of the characters, so it's fun just to.
Yeah, there's kind of someone for everyone.
Who would you be
on the show?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good question. We asked Rebecca that last episode. I think I would probably be Carmen.
Carmen? Mm-hmm. You, Francesca?
I love Rosie so much. She's so sweet.
Spence.
Mr. Spence. I would be Rosie.
Okay. Well,
And
we
you?
all know who I would be.
Yeah, we know who you'd be.
Genevieve.
Your idol.
Okay, so Dominic and Mrs. Powell, they're hooking up. Mm-hmm. And the poor Mr. Powell, they're pretty much make him think he's still crazy by doing all these little things.
They're playing tricks on him.
She just wants to get him out of the house so she could start hooking up with the hottie.
But you know, yeah.
But they haven't had, you know, her and, you know, they've been together for so long, but they haven't had sex. We're talking about like 15 years.
I started to feel bad for him too. I was like, that's so messed up that she's doing that to him. And then I was like, remembering last season and all the hell he put her through and what he was doing to her. And I'm like, you know, she's getting hurt. So good for her.
They had a little flashback of that when he's talking to him and like, oh, I have a large porn collection.
Yeah.
You can come in.
And the best line, I thought one of the best lines in that show was when that scene when he was like, what's mine is yours. That was perfect.
Yeah.
Little do you know,
He's
Adrian.
like, good to know.
But I think this Mrs. Powell had, you know, got that idea because Tony told her, look, I'm not going to be hooking up with you while he's still in the house. So
Yeah.
they got him out.
How nice is that? Not while he's in the house.
So
respectful. I'm going to hook up with your wife, but not while you're home.
And you know, even he asked how long till I can get your clothes off. She's like, out of respect. The car leaves the driveway.
Yeah, guys, just go at it in the driveway.
I thought she was gonna say, you know, a couple minutes after it's down the street. Nope. As soon as it turns around
later
the
tonight, you know, maybe, I don't know. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, and how about cute Valentina and Ethan, or pool boy Ethan? Pool boy Ethan.
Why do we know your name?
We like to call you pool boy, but Ethan.
Because it's kind of cute.
It's cute.
Yeah.
So they had their little date, and that was really cute.
He's a sweet guy.
She's falling for him.
Yeah.
She's, you know, her barriers kind of, you know, going down and
But
down her guard.
yeah, okay, so he's a sweet guy in that scene when he was doing her work for her, vacuuming, and bought her the sketchbook and is pushing her to like pursue her passions, because it's kind of like she just kind of, when her and Remi split up, she kind of just shut down with what she loved to do, which is it's normal. People go through that. But Remi's coming back, so hopefully he's okay.
Well, I think she's going to be caught in this love triangle.
But definitely, because he's sick and he's home, and yeah.
And they got a little smooch in this episode.
Yeah.
How cute was the date, though? He was just like, Francesca, he's like, you know, can I just, it was like the compliments that you liked. It's just like kind of like,
She just
kind of
kept saying,
cheesy compliments, but it was
up.
cute. She liked it.
She like,
Of course she loves
more.
it. Yeah, exactly.
I know, it's
Keep- yeah, exactly.
especially because the last, you know, times she's tried to talk to Remi, he was just kind of like brushing her off. But, you know, she doesn't realize it's because he's sick.
Well,
The last
you know,
time, the girl answered the
Well,
the
that,
phone,
but I
he
was
thought-
thinking, like, remember when she was like, I just need to talk to you. My parents are splitting up. And he's like, I'm exhausted. I worked a 14-hour day. He was, getting sick
Yeah.
too. So
Probably wasn't clearly
thinking-
all there.
Exactly.
Right. So, but that's why I feel so bad, because she doesn't know. And so she's over here thinking, you know, he doesn't care about her. And so she's just jumping at this opportunity. Ethan's very nice, but
She's going to be so upset with herself, I think, when she realizes that he wasn't ignoring her and there wasn't another girl. He was
gonna feel-
legitimate.
she's gonna feel really
sick.
bad. Yeah.
She's over here.
And hopefully he's okay, because if he's not, then she's going to feel even worse.
how long
gonna
has
be
he been gone now? For like, what, a year,
Almost a year.
supposedly?
A little over a year, yeah.
What do you think? Or should we save that for predictions?
We'll say that
Okay, we'll save it
for
for
some
predictions.
predictions. Okay, what do you think about Marisol?
Oh,
Asking for a prenup?
first of all,
Demanding a prenup?
Who does that?
what person begs for a prenup? So it's got obviously something's up your sleeve.
And
but
how often does that happen that you know, a very, very wealthy man meets a woman and they decide to get married after 3 months and he's like, no, I trust
no
you.
prenup. Yeah, that doesn't happen.
that I mean, that just says something fishy.
Well,
Although
I'm
I
sorry.
like to believe in true love and no prenups and all that. But yeah, come on now.
Well, you know, I like
that
the,
ship sailed.
yeah, exactly. I like the Marisol and you see Taylor come back on the show, and they were close when she was actually her housekeeper.
That was nice to see.
Yeah, that was cool. Now they can, you know, hang out and be little Beverly Hills wifeys together.
She told her, "Oh, let me pour the tea. You talk."
Yeah, that was good. Yeah,
she could kind of like just pick up on Opal's vibes. It's just like.
Opal slammed the tray down when she heard her talking about Nick. So,
yeah, we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
Carmen.
I love Carmen.
Okay. She was not messing around. You don't mess with her money because Carmen will get her way.
She'll get her
one way or another.
How funny was that scene though when she was translating for the job interview with the other maid, and that just like. I mean, just the comic, like, genius of writing of that show is just, and her character brings it out.
The writing in this episode is genius, and we're gonna, you know, the writers are actually, you know, following us. So, like, hi, writers. No, but she's just so funny. Like, who would think of that? Okay, like, I'm gonna translate and tell you everything bad so she could quit, like not take this job. And
that was hilarious. I was cracking up so
Mr.
hard.
Spence is just like, and he's just so nice.
I know.
He's like,
Yes.
okay, if you can't work weekends, do you mind doing like the windows? And okay,
He's like, well, if you can't cook.
yeah. He's like trying to give her chance after chance, and then Carmen's like, well, I love doing the windows.
Yeah, she's last woman standing. You know, of course.
I feel like she's the devious of them all.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, she's always scheming.
She's just trying to, you know,
why I love her.
take care of herself, get ahead in life, not get walked all over. I did miss Odella in this episode.
Odessa.
Odella.
Yeah.
I guess, you know, our predictions that she would get the house.
Maybe next episode, you never know. So, what do you guys think of Rosie asking her to quit for Mr. Spence? Do you think she had a place to ask her that?
I think she had like a valid point in asking her, but I mean, Rosie was in love with Mr. Spence, and that's like one of her best friends, and she's in the house. The wife isn't there, the kid isn't there, just the two of them. And I don't know, but if that's your friend, you gotta trust her. She's not gonna like go and hook up with him, even if he hit on her and was like making passes at her. I don't think she would hook up with him because that's Rosie.
Even she said, she's like, I'm like, in all other words, she's like, I'm pretty much offended. Like, even though he could like flirt with me, it doesn't mean like I'm gonna reciprocate it.
Exactly.
I think that Rosie just wouldn't want to even know that situation would occur. But you have to think too, the last time she saw him, he was like stern about, you can't ever see me again.
You can never see her. Yeah.
Because what's her face was, you know, hiding behind the wall. So I think that's even more reason, you know, because she's super hurt. If they had left and they just can't see each other right now, I think she might not have been as like uptight about it.
It makes me so upset. You know, she's out there hooking up with all kinds of male models and young actors left and right. While Mr. Spence is just like heartbroken.
So he can't date Rosie. I mean, but he loves Rosie. They love each other.
I think she's going to make his life a living hell if he tries to date anyone.
But I think Carmen being in the house is actually going to help Rosie.
Yeah,
that's her girl. Inside scoop. You know, so she's going to try to like. He's going to find out. Well, I should wait till predictions. I'll hold off.
Yeah, it's a good thing for her to have her friend in that house. It's like
not a bad thing.
Upper hand.
Exactly.
Totally agree. So, okay, Mr. Kenny, Reggie, his nephew.
Going for it.
Rosie's going to give him a chance because of Mr. Kenny. What he tells her, he types it out like, don't be so stupid.
Yeah, first of all, go ahead.
No, sorry, I was just saying, like, I love their relationship together. It's
so cute.
Yeah.
It's kind of like he's almost like a father figure to her, telling her, like, helping her out. Like, just date my nephew. Don't be so stupid.
And that touching moment when they held hands. So sweet. But it's awesome that he's making remarkable, like, progress.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering how that's going to pan out with his lovely young wife.
The Millers.
She's shady. I do not like her.
But my favorite comments, I think, were from Rosie this episode. You know, you've got naughty fingers, or you've got a dirty mouth for someone who doesn't really talk.
Yeah, it's so good.
So cute.
Yeah, it's really sweet what she's doing for him and helping him. And I really think that he's going to actually probably start talking again.
Oh, I hope so.
And what's going to come out then? Oof.
Definitely more devious stuff.
Yeah, I think Rosie's future is looking bright. If it's not with Mr. Spence, it might be with this little attorney. Who knows? More predictions to come.
How about the scene at the party, actually, when Zoila brings her date who we find out is a gigolo, and Pablo brings Helen. So I actually really like that scene, but like I think that
The dynamics.
yeah, it was funny. Like she puts the coat on and like pull in. What an idiot! Like hide that check better. Come on. Obviously he didn't care.
He could have lied. He could have said, she's like, what's this check for $1,000 from, John Viev? What's it from? Oh, he could have said, like, oh, well, I'm an actor to make the blow a little easier. He's straight up, I'm an escort.
He could have lied better. He could have said, I own a flower business. She booked me for something else, like whatever, anything, a party.
Well, he's a gigolo. Maybe they're
not too
so
smart.
He's like, well, I can't really keep this going probably unless she's keeping the money coming. So.
And I don't think Genevieve expected her to kiss him.
Oh God, no.
Poor
God,
thing.
she needs to clean
I
her
hope
mouth.
Zoila doesn't have any STDs.
That's what I said. She probably has like herpes or something.
That's a gigolo.
Yeah, we don't want to know where your mouth has been. But I love when she goes home and approaches Genevieve in the kitchen, and she's just like baiting her. I was in the screening room. I was like, she's gonna get her.
We were talking about it. It's so funny because they're dynamic. It's you watch it and you just relate because everybody has that friend that is Zoila and Genevieve. We were just talking about it. Like we have a friend similar that's Zoila that we're scared of. I have a friend. I'm scared.
You do not want to get on her bad side.
Jasmine, yeah.
Shout out. You're coming on the show, Jasmine.
Yeah, I'm scared to meet her.
She's this tiny little.
She's so sweet.
Yeah, she's like 4'11". I'm like 5 foot, so she's gonna come after me, and even Laila's scared of her. She's
That's
so
awesome.
it's fun to see these relationships correlate with real life, and you can relate. But in the kitchen, it was just really sweet and warming to tell.
Yeah, she's like, I'm never going to be alone, because she's like, well, it's just so awful to be alone at this age. And she's like, I'll never be alone because I have a dear friend that I will be with till I die. So, I mean, I hope the both of them find men. I hope that they both don't end up like old, lonely
Golden Girls.
Yeah, pretty much.
But you know what? If they ever did, I think they would be okay with it because they had each other.
Just get a couple of cats or dogs to add to the household.
Cats, yeah, but no, they're both awesome, so they deserve men for sure. So
as we all do.
God, it's here. It's here.
Let's not get into this.
So this is like a conversation me and Candice have on a Friday. This is wine.
Why? Where did I go wrong?
We'll videotape that next time for you guys. No, we'll save you. We'll save you. But yeah, no, I like that. That was cute.
Now that we have embarrassed ourselves.
Yeah, so we find out Ethan left. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, is it Ethan?
Ethan,
the pool boy?
Yeah, well, Ethan got
Nick.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, Nick left Ethan $5 million in his will.
There's something.
Yeah. And he's like, well, I care for him. He grew up in my house. It's like, no, that's a little bit too much.
So that's the reason she asked for the prenup, because she would be able to see all of his financial assets.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, but Opal's been in the family for a long time too, so why didn't he leave anything to Opal? So yeah, it's just kind of weird that it's a lot to
There's something
going
on.
You could be like,
there.
well, he's a kid, he doesn't have a dad. There could be a lot of reasons why he could. I could see him leaving him something, but $5 million, that's a big risk.
He could be just genuinely cares about this kid, and he's seen him since he was a baby. I mean, he
doesn't have a dad.
Yeah, and maybe he could feel like some sort of father figure, and that would explain why he doesn't leave anything to Psycho Opal. But
I see her with like a butcher knife, like,
and you start believing it until the end, where Mr. Mark Declan, Mr. Nicholas, his eyes, they're just so like creepy. They're just like,
well, we saw a different side to him in this episode.
Did like a flip, and he's like, you told her what I told you.
You kind of see maybe like something that maybe would have caused him to push his first wife off a bridge. You never know though. But no, yeah. I just
want to know.
Did I just reveal something? I don't know anything.
Yeah, we don't know anything. Or maybe he had Opal do it.
She's gonna do everything he says.
Yeah.
So there's something more to that story, and Opal definitely is involved in that.
But I don't understand is why she keeps biting the hand that feeds her, because she keeps pissing him off, because she's
You're talking about Opal?
Yeah, Opal, because she's not getting along with Marisol. If it was something like I think she likes him. She's like in love with him because she just doesn't like Marisol. And if that was the case, like, this is your boss. He's leaving $5 million to your kid. Why can't you get along with this new wife? There's something there.
Well, she was super, whatever that was with the ex-wife. So
She was what, like really
She was really close
with
yeah,
her.
really close. Like I would, yeah, just like weird whatever vibe. So I don't know if, like you're saying, she's in love with Nick, but then if she was in love with Nick, she wouldn't have.
We find out they have a kid together pretty much. That's, you know, by her lying, by saying I'll do whatever you say. That's
Now that this has come out, I feel like there's another twist. I feel like it's not,
I'm sure,
her kid.
It can't be just that black and white. There's something
There's
going on there.
This is like the most.
know.
Yeah, this is the biggest thing that I can't wait to find out.
yeah.
Oh my goodness. But and then Valentina's gonna have 2 lovely rich men pawning for her.
We were talking about that. Yeah, Remi's gonna come back and he's sick, and she's gonna feel awful because, like I said, I was saying earlier, like that one time when she tried to talk to him and he was like, "I'm tired, I can't talk to you." He was getting sick, so he wasn't all there, and she's gonna feel really bad.
I'm really excited to see Remi next episode with his face shaven.
Me too.
I can
He's
see
not.
his
You don't
face.
think he's gonna come back with the beard still?
I think they're gonna.
Oh God, we're hoping.
Please let us see your face. Please.
I really missed him a lot in this season. Actually, he was kind of like the highlight of my.
Yeah, they took away Alejandro,
Sundays.
so they brought back, Remi, some eye candy. Oh my goodness. So, poor Mr. Powell. How long do you think he's gonna go away?
I
the
just
crazy
love him.
with the crazies.
A couple weeks.
It's gonna make him crazier. Is he gonna? You think he's gonna finally realize, like, oh, I'm not crazy. Like something's going on, or what do you think?
I think he's gonna get his mojo back. Like he's gonna come
He's
back
gonna get
that
angry.
machismo, that he's gonna come back the way he was last season. He's
I hope
not gonna
so.
be this vulnerable guy anymore. He's gonna come back with a vengeance.
Yeah, but such an amazing actor to show totally 2 different sides of his character. I mean, and then he's given awesome material to work with too. But it's amazing. Awesome job.
Yes. Oh, did you sign up for the Devious Draft? Did any of you guys sign up for the Devious Draft?
I still need to.
I was on vacation all last week, so no, I have not yet.
Just tweet us, yeah.
And I tried to do it on my phone, but it's something you have to do on the computer.
Yeah.
Again, it's the Devious Draft. It's fun. You could just play weekly before you watch the episode, and you just vote on a maid, a socialite, and then a wild card. A wild card would be like Dominic or Nicholas, and whoever gets the most points, you get little fun prizes. So check it out next
It's awesome. Yeah, you guys, if you're on the Devious Draft, tweet with us.
week. Yes. Do you have any gossip for this week's episode? No? Should we get into some predictions?
Sure.
All right.
And now, your AFTERBUZZ TV.
Oh, actually, a little gossip I have. Mr. Mark Declan might be coming on the show in a few upcoming
yeah,
weeks, so look out for
yeah.
him. All right. So predictions. You want to go first, Laila?
I'm gonna go second.
Okay.
Well, I want to re-ask my question.
Yes.
When Remi comes back, who do you think Valentina's gonna pick?
100%.
Remi.
Yeah. She's gonna feel terrible that he was sick.
Can you imagine? Like, put yourself in that position. I would feel so bad. I really would.
And the fact that she saw that girl answer the phone is just, I think her girl mode went on. Like, oh my gosh, she has another girl.
Well,
So
yeah, any girl would think that, I mean, not knowing, and then him being so short with her before. Yeah.
I feel like there's gonna be hesitation just only because of the fact that Ethan kind of encouraged her to do something that she really loves, and like I said, she hasn't really seen Remi for a year, and Remi didn't really
he didn't respect it.
push her
really.
to do those things. So I feel like there's gonna be.
I could see that.
Yeah, I still think maybe overall she'll pick Remi, but I don't know.
I think it's gonna be a fight. It's not gonna be easy.
Do you want me to go?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go back to what I was originally talking about with Carmen being in the house with Mr. Spence. She's going to help Rosie get back with him. She's going to get the inside dirt. There is no inside dirt, actually. He's being so good. But yeah, I think she's going to get them back together, and I think they're going to end up together. Zoila, I don't think she's getting back with her husband.
No.
No, unfortunately not.
Bye, Pablo.
How about you, Candice?
I think Rosie is gonna like Reggie, and she's gonna go on a couple dates with him, and then Mr. Spence is gonna get jealous, and he's gonna cause him to come around and actually let her know what's really going on, the reason he had to tell her to stay away.
I feel like there's a lot of love triangles popping up.
A lot of love triangles, and I do think Mr. Kenny is gonna get better, and he's gonna leave his young little wife. So
she's devious.
very, very devious. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you go to iTunes, rate us 5s. We like 5s, please 5s. And you can find me on Twitter or Instagram, Candy Buen, CandiebUen. Where can we find you?
Yep. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter, XOXOCESCA.
And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Laila Sadny.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.